Good morning, my dear youth. God has blessed us with another day. I think let's give thanks to God. Today, I just have some few pinpoints I want to share with my colleague youth, and I think it will really help us. The first one is always choose the future over the past. Anytime you find yourself in a difficult situation, always choose the future over the past. There's nothing you can do to change the past. So what do we do now? What do we do now? I've done something wrong, you've done something wrong. So what do we do now? Stop repeating in the future. Stop repeating in the future the past. Some people take the wrong things in the past and bring them back into the future. Don't repeat the past in the future. That is foolishness, that is stupid. So always choose the future over the past. What do we do now? I know I messed up, you've messed up, so what do we do now? Let's always choose the future over the past. The second pinpoint is that keep your eyes on your goals. There are so many distractions that will come in your life. Immediately you decide this is something I want. There will be so many distractions, so many things to deviate you, to distract you from that. My advice for you is that keep your eyes on your goals. Write them down on your phones. Always look at them in the morning. Have them on your doors. Have them on your fridge. Keep your eyes on your goals. Always look at your goals. Because anything you ask from God, believe you have it and you surely have it. Keep your eyes on your goals because you can't achieve what you do not see. Don't write your goals and close the book and put it somewhere. A week will pass, a month will pass, a year will pass and you've achieved nothing. Keep your eyes on your goals. So what are your goals for today? What are your goals for the week? What are your goals for the month? What are your goals for the year? Keep your eyes on your goals. Once your eyes are on your goals, it is impossible for you to deviate. It is impossible for you not to get it. And let me tell you, the difference between where you are and your goals is action. Like from where you are right now, your goals is action. So when you keep your eyes on your goals, guess what? You take action towards your goals. And finally, you achieve your goals. If you are not achieving your goal, one, you don't have your eyes on your goals. And secondly, you are not taking action towards your goals. You are just wasting your life. Goals gives you direction. Goals keeps you happy. Goals prevent you from jealousy. If you truly want to be happy in life, you need to have your goals. And it's not even enough having the goals. You might keep your eyes on your goals. So today, what are your goals? You need to write them down. It will give you direction. It gives you serenity. It gives you peace. So keep your eyes on your goals. Another reason for keeping your eyes on your goals is that you get what you focus on. What do you focus on? How do you feel when you focus on how do you feel when you focus on pain? You feel pain. How do you feel when you focus on sadness? You feel sad. Whatever you focus on is how you feel. Whether what you focus on is true or not, you will feel it. So choose what you focus on. You get what you focus on. So write down your goals. Write down emotions you want to feel today. And then choose to focus on that. Trust me, you're going to feel it. That is happiness by choice. The third tips is don't exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment. We have something you truly want long term. Maybe this is your goal. But at the moment, certain things will come up. Please don't exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment. A lot of people exchange their future for the moment. Deny your flesh from deviating you from what you want most. Don't exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment. Maybe for the moment you need a woman, but your woman has trouble. So you exchange her for what you want for the moment. And when your woman comes, it becomes a problem. Maybe you want your man, but he's not there for the moment. You go in for the moment guy. We have people who are there for the moment. They are just there for the moment. But a moment changes. What you want most should never be sacrificed for what you want for the moment. It's this moment you want it, next moment you don't want it again. You will live a miserable life. If you really want to live a regret life, then exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment. You want happiness, but at this moment you are not happy. You are desperate. You are vulnerable. Instead of you to seek God, to exercise patience and do the right thing, put in the effort to get what you want, you sacrifice what you want. I know people who sacrifice their eyes just for the moment, just for money. Some sacrifice their mother for money. These are people who exchange what they want most for what they want for the moment. So do not exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment. So identify what you want most in life. I want to have a great relationship with my son. That's it. I want to have a happy marriage. I want to be financially independent. I want to have passive income. These are what you want for the most. So what do you want for the moment? Normally your moment is really influenced by your flesh. So deny your flesh. Do not let your flesh take control over you. Have control over it. Anytime you deny your flesh for the sake of Allah, you are getting closer to your breakthrough. Anytime you deny your flesh for the sake of Allah, you are getting closer to your breakthrough. So don't exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment. Be long-term minded. Some people are short-term minded. Be long-term minded. There was this Hyundai company, I don't know, was it Hyundai or something like that? When he started his business, some people came to buy it at that moment. He needed that money, but he told them, like 50 years to come, how would the company be like? He told himself, so he realized that the company will be huge. So he told them he will not sell it. They said, why? He said that he calculated in future terms, 50 years to come, this is how the company will be like. So he will not exchange what he wants most for this moment money. Be long-term vision, be long-term minded. And they never understood him. Today they understood him. Compared to that money and now, he would have made a big mistake. I remember Michael Jordan, one company came to sign him. And the amount of money they were signing him, he wanted for the moment. But he said no. He said no. They tried him, he said no. Finally, the company he really wanted, Nike, signed him and paid everything. Even LeBron James, the same thing. They offered him an amount, he said no. Exercise patience, be long-term minded. Stop sacrificing your future now. Some people eat their future today and they still want to have future. No. Be long-term minded. Be long-term minded. Maybe you are at the senior high school. While you go to how do we call it, preps, you go and study, you come back. You decided, let me prepare something, gari, soak and take. And you see your colleague who didn't go for prep, she's just lying there, she will receive a call around 10. She will go out and bring fried rice she's eating. Now you ask yourself, this is a lady who doesn't read. She doesn't listen to her parents' advice. She doesn't even pray. But look how she's eating well. And look at me, I do all these things and look at what I'm eating. Should I also be like her and also eat fried rice or not? My answer to you is the no. Right now, after 3 years, she's going to complain. And the guy who is having sex with her, buying her the fried rice, he will have a different lady. He's no more interested with her. But you, if you exercise patience, pass your exams, get your good certificate, get to university or college and nursing and come out, you start working. You make money, you start saving. You get some money, you buy a plot of land. Small, you build. You rent it out, make money, build. By 30, 40 years, you are going to make a lot of money. You have to choose now or tomorrow. But that lady who gave herself, she's going to fail at the end of the day. And the guy is going to find another lady and leave her. She's going to be confused. If she's not lucky, she's going to have 2 children from him. Your life is going to be frustrated. So do you want now or you want tomorrow? You have to decide. Do not exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment. Be long-term minded. And another thing is you must have patience and engage in consistent action. Have patience to wait for your reward. Have a reward from your pain. You've suffered a lot. Don't quit now. You've suffered a lot. Don't quit now. Have a reward from your pain. Have a reward from your pain. You must have patience and engage in consistent action. It's very, very important. Everything does not always happen when we want it to happen. It doesn't happen quickly. It takes time. So have patience and engage in consistent action. Take time to learn the work. Practice daily. Become very good at it. Spend money to understand certain concepts. Learn marketing. Learn sales. Acquire skills. Become good at it. Become excellent. Make friends. It takes time. It takes time. It takes time. So you must have patience and engage in consistent action. Because everything does not always happen when we want it to happen. And everything does not even always happen how we want it to happen. Just decide what you want. Keep your eyes on your goal. Focus on that. And don't exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment. Be long-term minded. Have patience and engage in consistent action. Another thing is that know that you can't control outcome, but you can control activities. Focus on what you can control. Control what you can. Anytime, how do you feel when you focus on something you can't control? You feel miserable. You feel sad. You feel confused. You feel distracted. You feel dejected. But how do you feel when you focus on something you can't control? You feel strong. You feel like you are in control. You feel disciplined. You feel good about yourself. So identify the key things you have no control over, leave them, and focus on things you have control over. It's very, very important. Another thing is to focus on what you have. How do you feel when you focus on things you don't have in your life? I don't have this. Some people's life is all about I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. So how do you feel after that? You feel miserable, you feel not wanted. But how do you feel when you begin focusing on what you have? I don't care who you are, where you are in life. God has blessed you. Look for people you are better than and you appreciate God. A friend of mine was watching a reality show and one woman was telling her stories. Then the guy said, what? I thought my life is miserable. No, this lady own is worse. Look, some of you don't expose yourself to so many things. You see the people are really suffering. You are blessed. You get up, you have water to drink, you have food to eat, you have clothing to wear, you have a place to lay your head. Yesterday, some people sleep outside. The rain was beating them, there's coldness. They have no mothers, they have no fathers. The family abandoned them. You are not like that. Focus on what you have. What do you have? You have your mom, you have your dad, you have your siblings. You have you have God, you have good character, you have something to work on. Focus on the things you have. God will bless you with more. Focus on what you have. So I've come to the end of my lesson today. If you always choose the future over the past, what do we do now? If you keep your eyes on your goals, don't get distracted because you get what you focus on. If you do not exchange what you want most for what you want for the moment, if you have long-term minded, if you have patience and engage in consistent action, because everything does not always happen when we want it to happen. It doesn't happen quickly, it takes time. If you understand that I can't control outcomes, but I can control my happiness, my response. If you focus on what you have control over, if you focus on controlling what you can, if you focus on what you have, you are going to have a very fruitful life, a very happy life, and very productive life. God bless you. I wish you all the best. Bye.